Hey everybody, it's Crypto Steve or SteveR82 on lots of platforms like Hive and a few others where I share my videos, including Library, the 3Speak platform, but there I'm Steve Speaks. And then also I am SteveR82 in Telegram and on a few other places. So thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to anybody that's subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's helping me out in the long term of hopefully getting some income from making these videos. But it's still a hobby for me that is really fun. So today I released a TronStar one. I had a Townstar one, a Tron update. Then my Splinterlands posted some battle examples for a deck giveaway on Hive. Only 7 views. The Tron stuff's killing you, Splinterlands, but that's okay. We're just trying to grow this game. And now it's time for a Share Your Battle Challenge. This is actually pretty fun, and sometimes they make it hard on us, and other times they make it easy on us. And this week, the team made it a little harder on us. Naga Brute is an attack with a card literally with no attack. It says it right there. But Void Armor is pretty cool. If you get it to level 5, Thorns isn't bad for a front row tank with just a lot of life and a lot of armor. And Return Fire makes it so even if you're not, he's going to be shooting damage back at melee and ranged monsters. He has a lot of armor. You could try to play him with some interesting combos with repair and things like that. But he is a dice card. Dice cards are some of the most expensive cards in the game right now. And so I was looking at quite a bit of money to get this guy to a decent level. So we'll go ahead and break him down a little bit by level. I have him at level 4. I've only been buying dice packs here and there. I've been winning them from D-City, which is really cool. Only 2 so far, and I've done a lot of those events, but it's a low % chance, so that makes sense. And I was looking at maybe getting him to here for a couple bucks. But I'm like, man, now he's only got 5 HP, still only 9 armor. I'm like, to get him here was going to be like $8 or $9, and to get him up here was going to be like $20. And having recently spent a lot of money to get all my legendary summoners, I just wasn't quite ready to do that for a card that I'm not super sold on. Let's look at it at its top level. You max this out. It basically has... Unless somebody can, you can't use them in no abilities because you have to have this to be any good. You have 16 life. 16 life with armor that you can't get to the life till you get to the armor, thorns, and return fire. So he's built to be able to make mages not be able to shortcut him, and he's also made to shoot back damage at archers at a good rate, and the melee monsters are going to run into thorns without getting through his armor. If you use him with a repair combo, that's pretty cool, but he costs 6 mana, doesn't attack. I'm like, I'm not super sold on it. I like those abilities, but just to show you a couple other cards in the game that I would say have similar places on your team. So the Peaceful Giant, which is your normal, like, take forever to kill guy, if you can max him out, given that might be hard to do nowadays as beta cards are sold out, or packs, you have to get him off the secondary market, he has 17 life. So if you're looking at that other guy, he has 16, this guy has 17, you can give him armor, you can still play repair tricks once you've given him armor, and he just starts at 17. So I'm not sure this card, let me take off the neutral, is spectacular. It's an interesting card though. I like Void Armor. I'll probably level him up. I don't know how high I will get him. I think eventually I want him at least at level 8. I'm just waiting to see what happens with the dice cards and the circulation. I invested a lot of money to get a couple land tracks. That is why I now have an Explorer title when I play the game. But still, I went to the battlefield and I tried to use him. And I lost, and I lost, and I lost, and I lost. And then I won, which I was actually surprised at because I only have him at level 4. And I am hanging out right now in Champion 3. So let's go ahead and watch the battle and we'll break down a little bit of how this worked. So I ran into an interesting battle. This was a 50 mana cap, so I was able to put some really big cards behind him. Let's go ahead and get the rules set, and then we'll talk through the battle a little bit. So, this was Archers Can't Miss, and it was Heavy Hitters. Now, I took a chance here, did not play Stunners. I played all mages. With Archers Can't Miss, I was kind of going for an interesting setup here. I maybe shouldn't have put my Black Dragon here. Maybe should have flip-flopped these two because I wasn't really expecting to run into a giant sandworm, but in 50 mana that can happen. This person did go with a stunner. He's a late-term stunner. The one issue with this setup for him is that his stunners are here and here, and they both attack late. And luckily, me going all mages, I'm going to neutralize this guy pretty quick because he doesn't have any way to get around that. And so you're going to see that's kind of how it played out. Now, as far as the Naga Brute setup for this fight, it's not terrible, right? It's 14 life for only 6. It let me put up all these big guys in the back row. This is the first time I got to use them in high mana. And I'm like, well, that is kind of cool because you get this giant tank up in the front that this magic is going to have to hit here. This magic's going to have to hit here. He has an interesting thing that he went for speed to try to speed these guys up. But I have a speed here to counter it out and a slow there to slow him down. So that's going to keep my guys going, my mages hitting this guy first. And it just didn't work out for him. So we'll watch the battle start here and you're going to see what I mean. So I speed up, then I slow down and I weaken him. So now he's still not going to attack before my two big hitters hit there. Then he still has to, his two mages had to go through armor. I still have 4 life. He does get the hit there, and that's where I said I could have flip-flopped those people, and then I could have had my my big heavy hitter here. Maybe he would have died this round, maybe, if he got hit, but he also flies and has 7 speed, so there's a chance he might have got a miss. You'll see he doesn't get a miss because he actually has his worm all the way up to 5 speed at this point. But it wouldn't have been at 5 speed if I had flipped-flopped those. But you will see that even though he does have some good cards, he does get a stun there, which would be pretty devastating. And there it is with the double damage. But since I have him down at 3, he's not doing much damage to my next people. I finish him off. I finish off the flame guy there, and I have just enough firepower on the board now that he can't attack anymore to just finish him off and get a nice solid win. So that was pretty much a good setup, and just reviewing it really quick. He just made the mistake of playing a guy with armor, and just hoping that he would get those stuns off and they'd make a big difference, but he didn't get them. So it took him a while to kill my Naga Brute. It held on just long enough, and I got that solid win. So thanks to the Splinterlands team again for doing these challenges, for rewarding those of us that take part in them. It's fun to make the videos. I know my post isn't maybe the best formatted thing you've ever seen, but that's because I'm trying to get into this video making space. I'm going to be working on improving my videos. It has been working a little bit. I have been getting my referrals going a little bit. So, see? And even some of these guys have, one of them has a rating. A couple of them have bought books and cards because I've gotten a little bit of money from them, as you see. So, yeah, I like it. Even a small timer like me is bringing some people to the game, and that's pretty fun because, as you can see, I'm not exactly killing it with subscribers yet. Thanks everybody. It's Crypto Steve saying goodbye, and stay safe out there in the COVID world, everybody. Bye.